Can we talk about tutorials? Will this game have more tutorials than previous games, and how do you feel about that?
We're actually being very friendly with our tutorials this time, probably more so than you're used to with our previous titles. Yeah, this is something we're also putting a lot of attention into.
Do you want to do that? Is that coming from the team, or do you think Activision would like more tutorials in the game?
You know, I feel good about it. Initially, it was a piece of advice from Activision to, go friendlier on the tutorial side. But as we began creating the game, we realized the tutorial is not necessarily for teaching the game and the mechanics, but for conveying the appeal of the game. And particularly to players who are used to our previous titles. These people would play it and, not really get it, and, not really understand that appeal, and try and play it from a Dark Souls or a Bloodborne perspective. And so in the end, it was really us going to Activision and saying, don't we need to teach this a little bit more here, and don't we need to be a little bit more friendly here? So yeah, it's been a really good two-way process. So we understand that we have players who have made a bit of a thing about From Games, like not teaching the player anything and not guiding them at all and letting them get lost in the world and learn all the systems for themselves. And we don't want to disappoint those users as well. We feel like we've come to a nice middle ground and found a nice compromise where we can teach the appeal of the game and teach them new mechanics without being too overbearing and without disappointing those fans.
So what will the tutorials look like in the game? Is it at the very start of the game of just walking you through the process, or what is that middle ground?
One thing we're being wary of, even right from the start, with this onboarding is, not to make it feel like we're just teaching the player everything or just like schooling them. We want to give them, each element, introduce each element one by one and each action one by one, and then allow them to try that out and to challenge themselves. We don't want to give them all the answers from the get-go.
But will there be prompts on the screen of press the square button when the enemy does this, or what will it look like?
It's not really a sequential process where we just teach one thing after the other. It's more like a systemic introduction. Like we say, there is a concept of posture in the world of Sekiro. Now try attacking and see what it does, or try deflecting and see what it does. So we like to try and give the user the tools and then let them see how these tools work within these systems.
You feeling good you found that middle ground and that fans are going to be happy and newcomers are going to be happy?
Yes, I like to think so.